state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'll let a few hundred of y'all come in before I go in. And in the meantime and in between time, I'm going to give some shots out to the early birds. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening. Yeah. Let's see. What's up, Courtney? Yeah. All right, fam. I'm getting in. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to get right on into it. So, Tory Lanez has had his petitions to the court in regards to his Megan Thee Stallion shooting denied by the court. They have denied his most recent request to have new evidence presented. What new evidence is Corey trying to present? Well, he is trying to present new evidence that his driver never testified and the security guard for Kelsey Harris, who was Megan Thee Stallion's friend, saying that he had overheard the conversation about the gun going off and Kelsey being in control of the gun when it went off. Yeah. So they tried to get that into evidence, and it was denied by the court. Now, here's the thing. Tory still has his main appeal coming up in, well, in just a few days, on the 18th. His main appeal is coming up on the 18th. So they're going to try it again. He's trying to get either his case dismissed or he's trying to get a new trial. At the very least, he's trying to get a new trial. Getting a new trial is extremely hard. Don't matter who you are. Getting a new trial is hard. However, if you got money, if your paper is long, you can get it on. If you got long paper, oh yeah. And if you have a high profile, a high profile case, you can oftentimes get that appeal granted. So the question is, in just a few days, Tory's going to find out if he'll spend the next several years in jail or if he'll have an opportunity to become reacclimated to society, free society. What up, OSU? What it do? One thing I can say is that, boy, they trying hard. I can tell you that. They throwing everything, including the kitchen sink, trying to get him a new trial or get that case thrown out altogether. Megan Thee Stallion's team is also throwing everything they got. Megan Thee Stallion and her team and the prosecution They're throwing everything they got back, saying, nah, the case was properly adjudicated in a court of law by a jury of his peers. The case was resolved in a court of law. And that's that. That's their position. So it comes down again to August 18th. Will he be successful on August 18th? Will Tory Lanez receive news of a new trial? What's up, Ruth? What it do? Yep. Chris D, what up? Jermaine. What's up, Jermaine? See Mike Nice, Grand Star. Monday, fam, Monday. On Monday, I got a cold-blooded interview coming up on Monday. It's going down. Yep. Mufasa. Was it Addison? What's up? What's up? Yeah, family, you got to really watch the company you keep, right? When you look at what was going on, with Tory Lanez, and you see how, people were drunk and you got guns. Let me tell you something, fam. First of all, getting drunk, you're not supposed to drink to get drunk. You drink to get a buzz. That's it. You're supposed to, if you're gonna drink, you drink to get a buzz. That's it. When you get drunk, bad things tend to happen. At the very least, you embarrass yourself. Fall out on the ground, bust your mouth wide open, lose your teeth, crack teeth, uh, bust your head to the white meat, pee on yourself. Sometimes people take a dump on themselves. Start fights that you can't win, go to jail, have wrecks, kill yourself, kill other people. Just a lot of bad stuff happen when you get drunk. You pull out guns faster. Yeah. Yeah, Ruth. People pee on themselves when they're drunk. You know why? Because their motor skills are not as accurate. Their faculties are not all the way there. Man, you be thinking you got time. You think you got more time to get to the toilet than you do. Next thing you know, you done peed on yourself. Never happened to me, but I have seen it happen at least 2 or 3 times. Saw a girl pee on herself once. She thought she had the key to her house and couldn't get in, couldn't hit that corner fast enough, and she peed on herself. Happens. It happens. It absolutely happens. If you're just not joining, fam, Tory Lanez received bad news from the court today. The court dropped the bomb, the hammer on his head, told him that we are not going to accept your your petition, your petitions for to submit new evidence in this Megan Thee Stallion case. So forget about it. What petitions were those? Those petitions, one was a petition where they petitioned the court to because of Tory Lanez's driver not being allowed to testify. The second thing was Kelsey Harris, who was Megan Thee Stallion's friend, who was also in the car that night. Her security guard said that he had overheard her talking about shooting Megan Thee Stallion. And, well, let me back up. Tory or someone overheard him talking about the Kelsey Harris shooting, actually doing the shooting. And, I don't know how the gunshots accidentally go off and stuff, that many times the gun goes off. But there are people who are saying Megan wasn't shot. I don't know why somebody would not believe somebody was shot if they see bullet fragments, if they see x-rays of bullet fragments in their feet. I don't understand that piece. But, Megan Thee Stallion, I don't know why people so mad at Megan. I get it if you don't like the way she dances, the way she throws herself out there, how provocative she is and stuff like that. If you don't like her for that reason, I get it. But you got to be consistent if you don't like her, right? Like, you cannot say you don't like Megan Thee Stallion because of how she carried herself when so many of these other girls that do the same thing carry themselves the same way or even worse. Right or wrong, fam? Right or wrong? I'm calling a strike, a ball, a ball. I'm calling a strike, and a ball, a ball. That's what I see. So I don't know why it's so much hate. I mean, they actually hate this woman. But at the same time, I see the same thing happening with Beyonce. A lot of, we got people hate Beyonce, but there's so many more people love her, and so many more people support her. So I don't know if, I guess that just kind of like come with the territory of being a black woman in Hollywood. But at the same time, I got to call a strike, and a ball, a ball. Uh, some people have cited the fact that, they are, they wear provocative clothing and stuff, and it's impressionable to the youth. But, Taylor Swift don't wear provocative clothing, but, she's a train wreck waiting to happen. I mean, if you listen to her, she'll make them girls commit suicide with all of them stories about being broken up. So what's, I don't know, man, it's six in one hand, half a dozen in the other. If you look at Taylor Swift songs, the way she talk about breakups, I mean, she could make somebody suicidal, but she hardly gets any, she don't get that type of hate. She getting some Donald Trump type MAGA hate right now, but that ain't even that's not nowhere near the level of the hate that Beyonce get from MAGA. It's a different type of hate. So they just like, we suck. She sucks. But Beyonce is all the name calling. It's it's really bad. This is why I don't rock with that. I don't see anything they love, I hate. Anything they hate, I love. I don't give them no action. I don't rock with them at all. Whatever. If I don't even have to know an artist. I don't have to know a person. But if I find out MAGA love them, I don't like them. At the very, I may not hate them, but I don't like them because I already know they like they like everything that's against me. That's what MAGA stand for. Everything that's against me. That's what they stand for. So if they like it, I don't like it. I'm on automatic, automatic. I'm on code, automatic. Just like that. Just like they're on automatic with stuff that black people like. If black people like stuff, MAGA immediately hate it. If anything or anybody is is in place to assist black folks, if it's anything that could improve the condition of black black experience any kind of way, they hate it. So I know that. So that's why whatever they love, I hate. I'm on automatic code. I'm on code. I don't even have to think about it. As soon as I start reading about something they hate, I like it. At the very least, I'm gonna be interested in it, and I'm gonna give it the benefit of doubt because I know that MAGA is stuck, and they want to roll back the hands of civil rights to the point that they want black people on the back of the bus, and they'll go further than that if they could. They really want black people back in chains, and some black people have fallen and not fallen, but walked right into the trap and allowed them to put them in chains. You got actual, literally chain gangs in certain penitentiaries around the country. Latoya say he shot her because she said his music was trash. Is that? I never heard her say that. I mean, nobody. I never heard that before. I'm not saying it's not true. I'm just. I never heard that narrative. I don't know what he was thinking, but this ain't Canada. A black man in America, you going to jail, partner. Especially when your daddy is out on the courtroom steps persecuting the prosecution. You on the courtroom steps persecuting the prosecution before the decision comes in. And then once the decision comes in, you double down. I'm not saying that the daddy wasn't right to feel the way he felt about his son. He believes his son is innocent. So he has a right to, even if his son wasn't innocent, he got a right to support his son. He got that right to support his son. But, and this is not just for Tory, but this is for everybody. Your family and friends have a right to support you if you find yourself in an unfortunate condition, a situation of going through a trial. You have a right to support. Your family and friends have a right to support you. You have a right to support your family and friends if they find themselves in that type of situation. But what you don't have a right to do is exacerbate the situation and antagonize the prosecutors, antagonize the system. Now, y'all keep in mind, we know this system is wicked. We know this system is rigged. We know that. They know it's rigged. They know it's wicked. They know they're racist. We know they're racist. But once they get you in their grip, you can't sit up there and call them racist. You can let your lawyers do it, but you can't do it. And your family members can't do it. Lawyers can do it. The public can do it. But the people that's walking in that courtroom, in and out that courtroom, they can't do that. If they do that, they're going to tax you, meaning that they're going to make you pay for saying that. And I do believe that's part of the reason why Tory got the maximum, because of his daddy. His daddy going crazy on the courtroom steps. And some of the other family members was tripping too. I think them people was looking at them like, yeah, okay, we got the last say. I don't know what y'all think this is. Ha ha. You know what? Go ahead and be emotional. Go ahead, be emotional. But I got this pen. So watch this. Bam. All that strength, all that muscle, all that talk, all that gangsterism, all that don't mean nothing when you're dealing with this judicial system. That don't mean nothing. You got to be able to control your emotions. If you get accused of a crime, if you get accused of a crime and you find yourself in a courtroom, if you get accused of a crime you know you did not commit, you know you didn't commit the crime, and you know they know you didn't commit the crime, you still can't jump up and say, this is some bullshit. You can't do that. You can't do that. Because now they're going to be like, oh, he uncivilized. Let's lock him up. We're gonna tax him for that. And the jury, some of them already think badly of you anyway. They already think they already believe the hype. They already believe in the stereotypes and everything bad they've ever said about you. They want to believe it, in fact. So the moment you act out, they're gonna be like, uh-huh, okay, boom, you're getting convicted and you're going to prison. So when you go in there, even if you're falsely accused, you have to be on your best behavior. You got to be more respectful. If you ain't never respected nothing in your life, you better respect that courtroom. Believe that, because they will tax you. Judge Dreads, what's up? When you're in that courtroom, if you find yourself in that courtroom and you have your family to come up to the courtroom to support you, make sure you only invite family who got some damn sense, who know how to act, who understand proper courtroom decorum. Because if they come in there with all of that rowdy, it's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you. Don't ever invite people into that courtroom who can't help you. That means help you legally or offer you some moral support. Who can offer you some moral support. Anything else, if they bring anything negative into that courtroom, I mean, even the way they dress, they got to be on point the way they dress. They come in that courtroom with a bonnet on, flip-flops on, pajamas, cleavage out, pants hanging off their ass. You getting taxed because they're going to say, who you here for? Oh, him? Uh-huh. Okay, so that's the type of family he come from. Those are the type of people he hang out with. Say, fam, I'm giving you some game you can claim, news you can use. Yeah, info that you're here for. You know what I'm saying? That's my time, fam. I appreciate y'all joining live. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world.